remember this like it was yesterday. I was sitting in the back of James's pickup when they drove me to the bus station, and I looked at James, and he was weeping.
You know, we were brothers up to that point, and then something had pulled us apart, and we knew it had to continue that way, so it was emotional for all of us.
I'd seen my dad in a coma and dying, and this was probably more harmful to me than anything I'd ever been through. I was so mad at them, and I figured I need to regroup, and I need to start over again, because now I'm going to get revenge. Part of the whole reason why I formed Megadeth was to get back at them.
Vince allegedly took a swing at GNR guitarist Izzy Stradlin for making passes at his wife.
It was between us, had nothing to do with Axl.
Izzy laughs because he's like, that guy, you know, had a full-on free shot, you know, and hit like a powder puff. Anytime he wants it anywhere, Atlantic City, I don't care.
Axl, if you're watching this, I want to challenge you to a fight.
Axl walked by and Courtney and I just jokingly said, Axl, will you be the godfather of our child? You know, we're just joking around, and he turned around and started pointing his finger, and it was really aggressive and mean, like threatening to beat me up and stuff, and I couldn't help but laugh, because I haven't been in that kind of a situation since I was in 6th grade.
Hi, Axl! Hi, Axl! Where's Axl? Hi, Axl! Hi, Axl! Hi, Axl!
It was tough. It was a real ego shock to me when Dave said we're going to flip-flop, and I said, you're crazy. I haven't opened for anyone since 1979. I don't plan on opening for you, Dave, or anybody else.
You're not afraid to follow Dave. You want to follow Dave.
No. I'm not afraid to follow anybody.
Right.
But I bet you somebody's afraid to follow me. I mean, if I've never been allowed to open for anybody. That's how I became
I got to say that going from me to you is like going from speedballs to milkshakes, Sam. I'm sorry, Sam. The only problem that I'm going to have is the stain you're going to leave on the floor when you leave.
Oh, geez.
Oh, this is getting good, man.
ERNA reportedly penned the song Crying Like a Bitch about SIXX, while the crew bassist has slammed ERNA repeatedly over the years, and just last year ripped the singer when someone in the band's camp attempted to book them on SIXX's radio show. Both sides have pulled no punches, and ERNA threw the latest expletive-filled jab while appearing on the Josta show. The singer called SIXX pompous and egotistical before concluding he just thinks he's so relevant and he's just an old, fat, washed-up has-been.
Dave makes $5 million a show. He doesn't need the money. His mother's a banker. His father's a stockbroker, and he's making $5 million a show. He's in the Foo Fighters, making a fortune. Why the fuck then does he have a Nirvana Inc. credit card and I don't? And last week he bought an Aston Martin on it. Okay, that's taking. Do you know that my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law's homeless? She lives under the bridge that Kurt sang about. It pisses me off that my mother-in-law doesn't have a front door in the winter. Okay, her boiler doesn't work, and she has black mold. And Dave bought an Aston Martin last week. Okay, so don't fucking tell me that the Foo Fighters, you can go like them all you want, but don't say you like them in front of me, or I will walk off stage and I will never come back. I don't care how much more popular they are.
Joey was seeing this girl and John stole her away from him. That's life. Things happen, and you move on. You know what I mean? You don't hold a grudge towards a person in your band for 18 years, 17 years after that.
Obviously, nature took its course and Linda and John fell in love with each other. But that was, I guess, probably the biggest wedge that was driven between them two, and they never did speak to each other, really.
You hated Kid Rock, though.
He's kind of a punk.
Really?
He's kind of a punk ass. Yeah.
Could
Why
you whip
do you
his
say
ass?
that?
Could you kick his ass?
I don't know. He's just something about him isn't very cool.
Really?
Really? Because he was bad-mouthing you.
I never paid much attention, so I don't know. Just his attitude, just kind of a punk.
Months after Dime's murder, Anselmo said he received a heated message from Vinnie Paul.
And the conversation went something to the effect that my day's coming. And my rebuttal is, Vince, all of our days coming, bro. And if my day happens to end earlier than your day, does that change anything? Will that change anything, or will you lose another brother?
It said on Wikipedia that you've stated that you're not interested and will never talk to Phil Anselmo again.
I'm not, and that's all we need to say about that.
He's a giant amongst guitar players. I don't think anyone would dispute that. But he's an intellectual dwarf. I didn't say that. I mean, what I'm saying is he's insecure. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Yes, I did.
One of these days, when we're playing on the road, I'm going to attack Ian Gillan in the back alley. He's bigger than me, so he's probably a better fighter. So I'm going to do it with a few friends of mine, probably Swedish, and we'll beat him up, but he won't know it's me.